Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome back to another week of Creatures of Darkness reviews. I am Adam, and today we are talking about Extortionist. So, I first discovered these guys probably about 2015. And, I'm such a Dan Watson whore. All I had to do was see his name on a feature, and of course, I'm gonna peep it, right? That being said, though, isn't that the whole point of having vocal features? You feature a well-known vocalist to get more attention to your release. Like having a featured vocalist no one has ever heard of isn't really going to do you any favors as far as publicity or promoting goes. So they had some singles back in 2013. We have Blind Eyes and we have Dead Ends. Listening to Dead Ends, it's really funny now because it is also featured on their 2014 EP release, which was their first album release. And boy, the mix is so different. It's just extreme. Listen to the old Dead Ends and listening to the redo, huge difference. Not only not in the vocals or anything. I don't think it's the mix making the band. I, I I don't think it's the mix making the band sound good. They are beasts all by themselves, but it truly was a massive difference in a side-by-side sound comparison. Like, wow. So, as I said, we have the 2014 EP, which is titled Black Sheep. The songs, guys, we have The Black Sheep featuring Dan Watson, Crook, Dead Ends, Desolation, Streetwalker featuring Tyler Shelton of Traders, and Rejection featuring Brian Long of King Conquer. So, first off on this album, let me just say, guys, you know how like half of eating is with your eyes? I feel like when I discover new bands with really cool logos, really nice album art, good video production when they have like music videos or lyric videos, those are all things that make the listening experience a million times better for me. So I already had a pretty cool idea of what these guys might be about just when I peeped that Black Sheep album art. And that shit was pretty ominous, man. But it's so fitting once you hear them. So Ben Hoagland, the vocalist, man, he's been a huge inspiration to my vocals for a couple years. The really pissed off, aggressive, punchy vocals, dude. I dig that shit so hard. So then we have a while ago by, and we get our next album in 2017. The Decline is the name of the that album, and it just turned that heavy shit up a whole new notch, man. I was so ready for its release. I didn't think they could beat Black Sheep, though, to be real with you. That EP was so good, dude. But then we get the first song on The Decline, Regression, as it's named, and you instantly get this, oh man, here it comes vibe, get ready for this. Excuse me. So the songs are Regression, Guilt, featuring David Libert, I don't know how to say his name, so excuse me, of Barrier. 1208, Malediction, featuring Adam Warren, Boy, Gloom, Lurker, Wither Away, Animosity, Neglect, and The Decline. Or The Decline and Imbalance. Lyrically, this is probably my favorite album from them. I feel a little more raw emotion here than in the Black Sheep, just because the majority of that album was just, I'm fucking angry, and this album is, I'm angry and I'm hurt. And, why the hell is this shit happening to me? It's a bit of a different angle, and I really enjoyed it. That's my take on it anyways. So, lastly, we have their third album release, Sever the Cord, 2019. Boy, I've been so caught up in stuff that I wasn't even aware of this album release until over a week after. Like, where the hell was I? So at first I was super excited, but I was set back and honestly a little shocked when I heard cleans. Shouted cleans, so not straight up cleans, but still cleans in my book. I'm cool with shouted vocals. It totally it adds that extra bit of diversity, especially for like chorus lines and such. But I felt almost like right in the middle of listening to Extortionist, Linkin Park just started playing, so it threw me way off guard. I'm not really the biggest fan of that. But here's the thing, it's not so bad, okay? I can respect that the band wants to go in a little bit of a different direction as far as being more experimental or whatever. But you know, it all boils down to it's their band, and we follow and we show support as fans, or we cry and go listen to someone else because we can't appreciate that a band wants to play what they actually want to play and not just what everybody always expects them to. So it's totally understandable, and again, I don't think it's bad. I just don't really like shouted vocals in deathcore as much, with very few exceptions, mostly old school deathcore bands. So I still enjoyed the album once I got past the fact that this band was so once I got past the fact that this band I was used to for years, it just threw me a curveball. So anyways, let's get back. Get back to these songs, guys. This album, it's a full length. The songs are Bad Vibes, Chokehold, Death Remains, Stray Dogs, Pressure, No Soul, Low Like You, Intuition Knows, and World of Deceit. You know, I've still not been able to make it to a live show for these guys, but I'm definitely on the lookout. They are for sure a band that inspired me along the way to where I am. So let's give it up for these dudes, everybody. Be sure to check them out if you haven't already. I will be leaving all relevant links in the description as far as social media, Spotify, merch, and all that good stuff for you. Thank you all so very much for watching. This is Creatures of Darkness Reviews. I am Adam, and I will see you in the mosh pit.
These memories from my brain. Never seen you around, I haven't been the same. Your thoughts are all say yes, it's all walk my way. Cause I can't take another second, I can't take this pain.